Yo guys, my name is Kees and this is Beyond Yourself, and today I want to talk about keeping your promise. And I'm not talking about like keeping promises to other people, and this is of course important as well, but more in a way of like keeping promises to yourself. Because I believe by keeping promises into yourself that you can rely much more on yourself than when you don't. So I always I think you can compare it to with like a point system. So every time you make a promise with yourself, so for example you say like, alright, next morning I'm gonna wake up at 7 or like 8, and you are doing this, you are building trust like in yourself, because you're like, okay, I said this to myself and I'm actually doing it. So if you have like a bar, then every like positive action raises like your trust in yourself. And for example, if there are things like really important to you, but you're not doing like anything to achieve them, or like you're not doing anything which is in line with those kind of values, you're constantly like going down on this scale. And I think like if you keep your promises like most of the time to yourself, because we are not perfect, so sometimes you're not gonna keep the promise to yourself, but if you try to stick with it and keep the promises most of the time, then eventually your bar will be like 80%, and then it will also help with your confidence, I think, because then you know like if I have something in my head or I want to do, then you know you can do it and you feel like you are in control and you have a lot of power. So this really can help you, but at the other hand, this can also give you the false sense of that you're like always in control. And this is the thing I struggled with, because I always thought like if I just do everything right, then I will be always like in control. But I also found out like there are also like a lot of things which are outside of your control. So this works like really good for the things you have like control over. So for example, what are you doing on your day? What time do you wake up? Do you go to the gym? Do you eat healthy? Those kind of things you all have like control over. But at some point you're starting to feel like you want to control like everything, and then it starts to be like then you try to force things, and this is not gonna work. But for most people, I think just keeping your promises is a really good way to start, and you build like trust in yourself, and eventually this trust is so high that even you can apply it to your bigger dreams and bigger things in your life. So I hope you can use this video, and subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in another video. Ciao!